Hello and welcome back to another 4 Good Minutes. My name is Alexia Andrachik and I am here with a very special guest, globally revered opera singer, Ms. Angela Brown. We're so excited to have you.
I'm very excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming, and we're also excited that you're starting your residency here at the University of Mississippi. Can you tell us a little bit about what that's going to look like?
Well, I'm excited just to really interface with the students here. We're going to actually today have a talkback session where I will answer any questions that the students may have about having an operatic career on a high level, and the rigors and the pitfalls and the joy of being able to sing internationally. And then on tomorrow night, I'll be part of the annual Black History Month concert, and I'm the special guest for that. And so I'm excited to be here and just perform for the public.
That is so exciting, and like I said, everyone is so excited to have you here. I'm sure those students that will be learning and talking with you are just ecstatic. You've had quite the career. Can you talk a little bit about how you got started?
Well, as I am giving also a master class here on Wednesday, I believe, for the students, I started in school. I always said I was too stupid to stop. I started with my grandfather's church, singing a lot of gospel music, and then I found out that I had this voice to sing other genres of music, and I took to the classical technique like a duck to water when I went off to Oakwood University in Huntsville, Alabama, and then went to IU in Bloomington, Indiana University in Bloomington, Indiana, and continued to hone my craft. And then finally I went to New York. I did the Metropolitan Opera Competition. I ended up covering, which is like an understudy in opera, in the 2000-2001 season at the Metropolitan, at the role of Aida. And I ended up making my debut in 2004. And so then that was like the shot heard around the world. And I was on the front page of the New York Times, above the fold. I was on the actual front page,
wow.
Not the arts entertainment section. I like to say that. And so it's Oprah, Ebony, Essence. I mean, it just went on. And I have had the opportunity since then, making my debut at the Metropolitan in 2004, to sing internationally at different opera houses all over the world on 6 continents.
That is absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Wow, that is so incredible. I know you've had the opportunity, like you said, to travel internationally, perform all over the world. Do you have one favorite role that stands out among them?
Well, I would have to say it's kind of hard to narrow it down to one, so I'm going to give you 2.
Perfect.
Aida was the one that put me on the map. I played the role of Aida, the Ethiopian enslaved princess. And then there is Tosca. Tosca, I love that girl because she's crazy, and peeling her onion, figuring her out all night long is a great thrill for me.
That's amazing. So aside from performing in all these amazing opera shows all over the world, you also had the I'm so sorry. Can I restart that question? I'm so sorry.
I'm glad we can edit, y'all.
Okay. I just got to make sure I said the name right. That would be really embarrassing. Okay. So aside from performing all over the world in these amazing opera shows and performing these roles, you also were able to be a featured artist on the 2-time Grammy Award-winning record, Ask Your Mama. Can you tell me what that experience was like?
Oh my goodness. Laura Cartman, who also has done the music for Lovecraft Country. She did the music for the Marvel movie, and so many other things. You hear her music all the time. She asked me to jump in basically on this project because Jesse Norman wasn't able to do it. And so it just seems like in my career I have been the stand-in for Jesse Norman. And just being in LA and doing the studio sessions, everything was done separately, so I was never with any of the other performers, and it was a great heady time, and I enjoyed working on that project.
That is so awesome, and what an amazing achievement. I know you said you were working separately from the other artists, but has there been one person that you got to meet throughout your career that you were just starstruck?
Ooh. that I was starstruck. I would have to say that was Leontine Price, the first time I met, and the only time now that I'm thinking about it that I met Leontine Price. And I was in school still, and I was standing in her receiving line, and I got to her, and she extended her hand, and I shook her hand, and I was like, Miss Price, I'm just in awe of you, and I appreciate your music, and thank you so much, and I'm studying to be an opera singer too. And she was like, well, darling, you certainly have the cheekbones,
oh my gosh,
facial structure. And so yeah, I would have to say that was pretty starstruck for me.
That's incredible. So I know you said you started in school. Is there one person that really touched your life and inspired you to pursue music?
Oh, I would have to say that was my mama. My mother always told me that I could do anything that I put my mind to. And my father as well, but it was my mother that really pushed me. So because of her, I am.
That's awesome. Is there one thing that you could wish that you could go back and tell your younger self when you were just starting out?
Wow, that's a good question. Don't sweat the small stuff, because really it is all small stuff. Just keep blinders on like you did, because basically I told you in the beginning of this interview that I was just too stupid to stop. I didn't listen to people telling me that I couldn't, because my mama told me that I could, and nothing beats a failure but a try. So just keep on throwing spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks.
Thank you so much. That was absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
Where can we look forward to seeing you while you're here in Oxford?
Well, tomorrow night at 7:30 at the Ford Theater, we're having the annual Black History Month concert, and I'll be the special guest on that. So I look forward to seeing everyone there.
Awesome. I'm sure everyone is marking their calendars right now, because I know I definitely want to see more of that. Thank you so much again for coming on, and I'm so glad I had the opportunity to meet you.
Thank you.
Back to y'all at the desk.